Happy Thanksgiving. We hope you guys had a great holiday with your family and friends. We know this is a little bit after
the fact
Thanksgiving, but for us, it's not. It's actually Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. So we wanted to take you into one of my favorite holidays simply because, it's a holiday based around food.
It's not his favorite holiday. I will cue you into that, though. We are approaching his favorite holiday.
But I am a fan of this one, too.
That's right.
Pretty much anything after Halloween I love. So, we're going to take you around for some of our family traditions individually, as well as the traditions Lauren and I made, and how our RV, because the roof's right there, I can touch it, can help those traditions.
That's right. And this is our first year celebrating Thanksgiving in the RV, so we are kind of adapting to that. But so far, so good.
RVTechCourse.com. The guys over at the NRVTA created an online or USB version of a home study guide. If you have not been watching our social media and you are watching this on the day we release, which is Sunday after Thanksgiving, today is the last day to get a Black Friday special of 20% off. And the only way to do that is to work with one of their affiliated creators. Go to RVTechCourse.com, and when you're checking out, enter the discount code Millers20, and you'll get an extra 20% off. So make sure and check that out today. Do it now, unless it's Monday. You missed it. Sorry.
So my family used to have a really big family gathering style event the weekend before Thanksgiving every year. And since my grandparents have passed, that's kind of dwindled down, which is good in a way because it's less stressful and things, but it's really sad because we don't get to see as much family as often. So now we still celebrate with my family the weekend before. It's just on a much smaller scale. So last weekend, that's why we were going to the Houston area, was actually to see some of my family. When we had the house, we celebrated a couple years in the house. And so not hosting that anymore isn't really the worst gig. So we just packed up our whole house now and went to visit. And anyways, it was a lot of fun. We had a really good time.
Also, that's a check the win for full-time RV life because we literally decided, let's get down there. Mm-hmm. We got there with everything we own. Right. You made your cookies and your cupcakes and stuff that you agreed to bring in our home in Houston. So that was awesome.
It was. We didn't have to find boarding for the dogs or anything like that. It worked out really well this year. So that was our first time making it that route, and I say win.
While Lauren wraps up working on side dishes, which is something she does the night before on the ones that can get prepped and put in the fridge, that's a refrigerator, and just throw in the oven the next day. We're gonna wrap up for the night because it's starting to get late, and our tradition of Thanksgiving starts a little earlier than a lot of people's.
See y'all in the morning. You may be wondering why it's so dark outside and kind of gloomy. And that's because there are two kinds of people in this world. The kind that run turkey trots and the kind that don't.
There's three. There's the people that are forced to. Just kidding, I'm not being forced. So quite a few years ago, Lauren convinced me to start running the turkey trot, mainly because she is a runner. She enjoys running. I run when necessary, like being chased by something. No, but you eat so much food at Thanksgiving between two different families worth of Thanksgiving stuff, and you end up putting on at least a little bit of weight if you do it the way we do it. Getting out and getting some motion and getting some exercise in, so their motion, Miller's in, getting some exercise before all of at least Thanksgiving proper's festivities begin really kind of helps. And don't worry, we offset it plenty. We're still in the negative as far as calorie consumption versus exporting it. So, but it's a blast to do. It's something that we've started doing, minus COVID. It's something that we've started doing pretty much every year from about 10 years ago on. Welcome to GoPro mode. Not the most ideal weather conditions for this.
That's okay.
But here we are. So, it's miserable out here. I'm a little cold, but once we start going, it'll run.
It is not miserable.
It's not great either, though.
Not great. It's not the Bahamas.
But we're still doing it. Yeah. We saw a picture from Ben and Charity there in the Florida Keys and wished everybody on the cast of RV Unplugged a picture with palm trees and stuff, and this is ours.
So like he was saying, we do a 5K turkey trot every year the morning of Thanksgiving Day. We run in Fort Worth. It's the YMCA turkey trot, and so it benefits the Fort Worth YMCA, which is pretty cool. They have a 1K like fun run. They have 5K, they have a 10K. We go for the middle of the road. You know, we do 5K, consider it good. I don't know that we'll ever venture up to the 10K, but I guess goals. You can also bring your dog. There's tons of dogs here. They get a little bandana and everything. It's a lot of fun. So anyways, join us.
So why are our dogs not here?
Because Bailey would need a wagon or a backpack, first and foremost. And second of all, did you tell them what we do afterwards?
No.
Okay, then I'll leave that blank and just say they can't come with us for what we do afterwards, and that's a very important part of 5K.
The most important part of the 5K, and the only reason she actually got me to do it in the first place, I think.
So usually people are handing out water. These guys were handing out mimosas. So cheers to you. I am done. We're waiting on Ryan still, but that's okay. Everybody takes their own time, and that's kind of the fun of this, is that it is a fun run. There are plenty of dedicated runners that will run this and do like 6-minute miles and crazy things. I run about 10-ish minute miles, and then Ryan, he runs on Ryan time, so that's fine though. He has fun. And so as he was saying, the thing benefits the YMCA, so it's a good cause. I think it's about $40 to enter. You get a t-shirt. Hold on. Get a t-shirt. So we have a whole bunch of these, and it's just kind of fun. And then finishers also get a medal. Here's this year's. It's kind of cute. And of course you get like free water and juice boxes and apples, things like that every 5K should offer. And it's a lot of fun. People are in costumes. They wear their fun hats and little colored tutus and fun socks. So it's a good way to start a day that ends with a lot of food comas. So it makes us feel better for getting out and doing something a little active and staying healthy in that regard. So I'll keep an eye out for Ryan, and we'll see how he did.
How'd you do?
Good.
What was your time? What was the time when you crossed it?
33.
Yeah, I was right. You got me by about 14, 15 minutes.
I usually do about a 10-minute mile. This is like 10 and a half. A little out of shape. They almost got in a wreck. Did you hear that? And there's more hills than I remember.
Too much turkey early. They got thinking straight.
Oh,
yeah, you know,
good.
Special fact, if you crush the heels in your shoes when you step, it makes your heels feel like crap. And then the back of your legs eventually feel like crap.
I have ulterior motivation because my headphones die right about 30 minutes. And so if I don't finish whatever task I'm on in about 30 minutes, I'm bored for whatever remains. So yeah.
I'm still listening to Carrie Underwood in the back of my... If you get it, you get it. You won't get it for a while, though.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting in.
Are you going to tell them what we do next time?
No, not yet.
Next?
We'll do that on the big camera. We'll switch. We'll switch you out. Lauren had the genius idea of bringing our turkey trot shirts and changing into them when we're done. Because
they don't get stinky.
As you saw, the weather is... So we're a little stinky, a little sweaty, because we got to go do something.
Very important.
But first, more important than that, we'll just keep it on the GoPro. We do all of this so we can go to Waffle House afterwards.
Did you get your juice box?
No.
Oh, someday. Get a free juice box. It's not free, but still.
Yeah, $90 juice box. I'm just kidding. So,
Onward to the wild.
Bacon time.
Let us run. Oh, we can run the world.
So for me, running in that 5K and then doing Waffle House afterwards just lays the groundwork for a really, really good nap.
Agreed.
Well, now that we're all wrapped up with what we kind of do as our little tradition that we've been doing now for quite some years, what we essentially will do is go back to the RV wherever it happens to be. And we know where it is now, but wherever we are, get cleaned up and then grab all those sides Lauren was working on last night. Head to my parents' house. So we typically do, like Lauren talked about, her family the weekend before. They've just always done that. And my family the day of, which is what we've always done. So it's kind of crazy how that same thing happens for Christmas too. Like even with the smaller intermediate families, they've always done Christmas Eve, and Christmas Day is just kind of a relax. And then for us, we've always done Christmas Eve is fairly relaxed, and then Christmas Day is most of the festivities. So our family's really synced up perfectly for after we got married. So it's worked out great. But more food and a shower.
And a shower.
Showers desperately needed. And just like that, we are all cleaned up and actually at my parents' house.
Yes.
So a big thing for my side of the family is we always used to go up to Wisconsin when I was growing up because most of my family was there. So Lauren's family came to DFW. Now they go to Houston, kind of wherever most of everybody is, kind of a situation. Same thing. Most of my family's still up there. So I still remember playing football in the snow and being yelled at for not wearing a toboggan or an ear cap. So, So for my family's traditions, as of recent, like I said earlier, we've been lucky that Lauren's family and my family do kind of slightly different things. So, yeah, we hang out here and eat turkey.
It's pretty low key. It's a smaller one. It's just us and his parents now. His sister's out of state. So, but low key, easy, low stress.
Let's go eat some more stuff.
Don't do that.
All right. Well, I guess the only thing left to do is to slide on into that turkey-induced coma. So we are going back to the rig to do that. But thank you guys so much for joining us and hearing about some of our favorite holiday traditions, and we can't wait to hear about yours. So until next week at 5, bye, Mom, and happy Thanksgiving, everybody.